Hello, good morning, Mr. Wagner. My name is Ahmed Kasimi, and for assignment number 9 today, I'm going to share 3 stories with you, along with 3 lessons that I've learned from those experiences and stories. And I will also give an extra example demonstrating how they've influenced my life and how they've shaped me to the person who I am today. But before I start that, I actually want to take the time to thank you for giving me feedback on all my assignments, because I feel like your feedbacks have really been helpful in improving my writing skills. And I really want to thank you for that again. So I'll get right on to that. The first experience is with my brother, who have really hugely influenced my life, because he had taught me how to self-study and be more curious in my classes. This happened when I was getting very low grades in my social studies class in almost all the assignments. Uh, when I was studying social studies last semester, we were studying about various topics, and whenever a topic was assigned to us, we had to do an assignment on that. In those assignments, I was almost always getting marks and grades from 60% to 80% and never higher than that. So I was very unsatisfied with that, and I thought that I should improve the situation. So one day I thought I should go to my brother, who apparently had more experience, more academic experience than me, because he was a recent university graduate. And I asked for his help to improve my situation and to get better grades in my classes. He started sharing his experience of university with me, and he explained how curious he was back in the days. And whenever a topic was assigned to him, he always did extra research to boost his knowledge and also get more information on the topic. And he did not always rely on teacher's lecture to be his only knowledge about the topic. So he actually recommended that I do the same, and whenever a topic is assigned to me in my class, I should do some extra research by going to library and going to internet as an extra source of study. And I actually did that. So next time that assignment was assigned to me in my class, I went to the library of our school, also called Learning Commons. And I did some extra research, scanning the pages of the books related to the topic, and wishing to get my desired information. I also went to internet to find some information, which was really helpful at the end of the day, because I could see that implementing my brother's principles regarding self-study had really big influence in my academic life, and that by the end of the semester, my grades had positively surged very high, and I was in the range of 90% in almost all my assignments now. So I really think that my brother had a big influence in my life, and he, by teaching me to self-study and do extra research on the assignments, my academic life have improved tremendously. So I want to take the time again to recommend self-studying and extra research for all other students out there as well. No matter they're studying high school or university or college or any other institution, I want to recommend that they do self-study for all the topics assigned to them, to gain more knowledge about that and get better grades that will lead to having a bright academic future. So self-study and be more curious. Okay, so how have self-studying influenced my life as a student? Since my brother has taught me the interesting techniques of self-studying and doing extra research, I can see that I'm a much more better student now, because now whenever an assignment is assigned to me, I always go to library or internet to find my desired information. For example, last semester in my social studies class, we were given a topic by the name of the FLK crisis, which started in Quebec. And as soon as the topic was assigned to our class, I headed down to the library of our school and started reading through the books, which I knew it contained the information. And I also referred to internet. And it was unbelievable because by the end of the day, I could see that I had gained very much knowledge about the topic. And I knew that if I used this information in the assignment, I would be able to score a very great mark. And I did actually, as a matter of fact, when I submitted the assignment, I had got a mark of over 80%, which was very satisfying for me. And it was actually like music to my ears because I had never gotten a mark of over 80% before. So when I was also actually doing the test for the FLQ crisis, I got a mark of 90%, and I think it is one of the influences of self-studying and researches, extra research that has enabled me to get such kind of mark. And I also remember one more thing here that my teacher one day quoted that I know you'll have a bright future, Ahmed, so keep up the good work and study harder. That was because it was his first time that he had seen I got a mark of over 80% in my assignment. That was actually a good news for him too, that now he had a student who was paying attention more to the topic, and he's a much better student now. So I really think that self-studying and extra researching has made a big difference in my life, especially in my academic life. And if every other student implement this principle in their academic life as well, I will ensure them that they have a brighter future. So now I'm a better student because I always do self-study and extra research. And I'll continue doing this in all my classes and topics or assignments. Okay, the second experience that I'm going to tell you about took place in a program called the mentorship program. In the mentorship program, I learned to become an unbiased and non-judgmental individual, especially towards people's nationalities and their races. This happened when I firstly met some Syrian people, and I was led to believe that my thoughts about them were very incorrect. When I first came to Canada, you know, Canada is a very diverse country with a lot of people from different countries, from Africa to Europe to Asia, and all other continents. So I did not have lots of knowledge about the people of different nationalities living in Canada. So the mentorship program was designed for the newcomers like me to know more about other people from other nationalities living in Canada, and also to learn some Canadian culture and values. So I think the mentorship program was a really helpful program for me to learn more about people of different nationalities. For example, before I joined the mentorship program, I always believed that the Syrian people were very unkind people, extremist or radical people, because all my understandings were limited to what I've heard in the news and what I was seeing in social media sometimes. But as soon as I joined the mentorship program, I believe that my thoughts about them were very incorrect, because I was treated very warmly by Syrian people, especially the Syrian boys, which were classmates of mine in the mentorship program. So whenever they were seeing me, they were always saying "Salam alaikum," which means "peace be upon you, brother." And they were also calling me words like "Habibi," which means "my friend" in Arabic language, even though I was a total stranger to them. So therefore, I believe that Syrians are some of the nicest people I've encountered in my life. And as a matter of fact, in the mentorship program, I also made some close Syrian friends who I even meet today. And mentorship was a really big program in my life, which shaped my thoughts and influenced my life in a very positive way. So in the mentorship program, I learned to be a very non-judgmental person and not have uh, biased viewpoints toward people of different nationalities. Okay, so how have this lesson influenced my life? So my experience in the mentorship program was tremendously helpful for me to become a non-judgmental person and not to have different viewpoints or not to have bad viewpoints toward other people. Uh, a good example to demonstrate how I'm not a judgmental person anymore, or how I don't judge people anymore, is could be better seen in my last workplace, Jollibee. In Jollibee, I was working as a dining crew member, and I also had a coworker by the name of Jerez, who was also working in dining station as a dining crew member. Jerez was a homosexual boy, which means he was a gay person. And in my workplace, since he was gay, people always mistreated him, and they were treating him as if he was some sort of evil, and they would not miss any chance to insult him and call him abusive words like faggot, gay, or some other insultive words. But me, on the other hand, as an individual who was not judging people by their nationality or sexuality or their thoughts, I would never call him any abusive words like that. And as a matter of fact, I would never mistreat him for his sexuality and for being homosexual. And I remember I would always get very mad at my coworkers or the people who I know were insulting him by calling him faggot. And I always went to him whenever I felt that he was feeling insulted because of the abusive words that my coworkers said to him or other people said to him. And I was always talking to him to make sure that he was never feeling uncomfortable by those words. And he also used to emphasize how good of a friend I was to him, and how I also appreciated my friendliness to him. So therefore, I believe that my experience in mentorship program have really shaped me to a very non-judgmental person who does not judge people by sexuality, by their nationality, or by their thoughts. My third experience is with a social group, my band friends. My band friends taught me to surround myself with positive and smarter people to stay motivated and accomplish my goals faster and quicker. When after school one day they helped me with some basic music skills, and they taught me how to read music sheets. When I was in grade 11, I joined the band class at my high school. I was playing clarinet at the time, so I was a clarinetist, and I wanted to learn how to play clarinet since it was one of my life goals to learn to play an instrument. My first days in the class was not very memorable, since my music skills were very limited, and I could not read music sheets, and also I did not have many friends in the class. But I was trying very hard to learn clarinet, and but I was unable to do so on my own, and I was not very successful to learn music by myself. Therefore, one day my teacher saw how hard I was trying, and then he recommended that I stay after school one day and play with some of the band students who rehearse after school every day, so that they can learn music more faster and with the right people. So therefore, my passion for music one day made me stay after school and try rehearsing music with some of my band friends. So the first day I stayed after school, they taught me some basic music skills, such I mentioned, reading sheet music and a few other skills. And I was really impressed by the proficiency of their music skills and how they were playing music, especially my instrument, how they were playing clarinet. And therefore, I decided to stay after school almost every day to play with them and learn music faster. So by the end of the semester, however, I was not a perfect musician, but I was very much better, much better than the musician I was at the beginning of the semester. And my friends really, my band friends really helped me to learn these music skills after school. So therefore, I always believe that one person should always surround themselves with positive and smarter people to accomplish their goals faster and stay motivated, as it has changed my life and as I'm a better musician now. Okay, so how have this lesson influenced my life? So now I always surround myself with positive and smarter people whenever I want to accomplish my goals faster. To best demonstrate that, I'll just give an example. When I was a child, it was always my wish and my dream to be an entrepreneur someday and eventually start my own detailing business someday. But whenever I was speaking to a bunch of my friends about my thoughts and ideas about opening my detailing business, they were not very supportive of my thoughts, and they mostly laughed at my thoughts, and they would give me very negative comments such as it is very difficult to start such kind of business. You need to have a ton of money to start this business. And they would also say that I'm very inexperienced and I would not get experienced so fast. And you need to work someplace for 5 years or something like that. But and after hearing those words, I was getting very demotivated and disappointed that I will not be able to start my detailing business someday. But one day I decided to go with my own instincts and not listen to my friend, even if it was for once. So I didn't listen to anybody, and I went straight to a detailing group who was operating close to our house in Southwest. So I went to them and I asked for their advice and asked them if they could give me some on-site training so that I can learn detailing. And since I knew them, they were very kind, very nice enough to give me free training and accept my offer to learn detailing. So I was working with them for almost a year, and they were training me. And they were since they were a mobile detailing business, they were taking me to their on-site deals that they had, and I was learning very rapidly, and I was getting very. By the end of the 1 year, I was a very professional detailer who could detail a car for 1.5 hours. That's very the minimum time a professional detailer can take to clean a car. So I got trained for 1 year, and since I was learning very fast, I could see the dream of opening my own detailing business in front of my eyes, and I was ready to start my own detailing business. So since I was very excited and very keen to open this business, I went to my family and the detailing group first and asked about their thoughts on opening my business. So my family and the detailing group were very supportive of my idea, and since I had the experience as well, they were very happy and even decided to support me financially to start this business. So they helped me to buy some initial equipment for my business to just get it started, and when I bought the equipments, they were good to go, and I started my detailing business locally in Southwest Calgary from the Evergreen community, if I want to be specific. But now our business has grown into a much bigger business, and now we're operating all over Calgary. So even if one thing I learned from these two experiences were to always surround myself with positive people and people who are supportive of my ideas and who are smarter than me. As there is a saying that they say, if you're with five people who are businessmen, you'll be the sixth businessman. And if you're with five people who are bad people, who are, for example, let's say they smoke, you'll be the sixth smoker. So it means you have to surround yourself with the smarter people to be smart and be ahead of the game. And if you want to just stay behind the game, you have to surround yourself with negative people. Therefore, I think it is very crucial for people to surround themselves by smarter people and positive people to accomplish their goals faster and stay motivated.